Chief Minister Siddaramaiah today announced the contours, details, a 400 crore plus budget for the caste survey, or the socio-economic survey as it's called. Some people refer to it as caste census in Karnataka. You know the fate of the earlier one, which got buried in politics. The report never got accepted. Of course, this time the Karnataka government says it's going to go through a scientific process starting the September 22nd to come out with a strong socio-economic, quote, caste census of the state.
That's right, Veera. In fact, the agendas of the Karnataka Congress government specifically, but also these are surveys that get conducted, the data doesn't really come out, and that is one big question that the opposition in Karnataka is also asking. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, has made it very clear that 1 lakh enumerators are going to be deployed for this exercise, even as the centre has also announced a caste census. In fact, the details of the census, the population census have also started coming out, so there's going to be multiple census that will be happening across the country. And that is something that we'll be watching out for. Let's take a look at some reactions.
My request to all the citizens of the state that don't please participate in this survey. Before the enumerator comes, they will give the format so that you can be prepared to answer the enumerator who asks questions to you. And humble request, don't miss this opportunity.
Surbhi Hodigere joins us. She's from the BJP. Will be joined by the Congress spokesperson Lavanya Balal Jain in just a bit. Surbhi, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. Surbhi, what is the problem that the BJP has with the Congress government's announcement of another caste survey? Because caste census seems to be one area where all political parties, including the BJP and the Congress, seem to agree upon.
First and foremost, we have clarified this multiple times that if a caste census is happening across the country, especially as per the Census Act, what is the need to do a survey here in Karnataka? The government's answer has always been that this is not a census, this is a survey. We're going to measure certain economic and socio-economic indicators. Second, we've asked them, what are these socio-economic indicators that you plan to measure? If so, why is it different from the previous attempt at all? Why is it going to be different from the previous attempt? Give us an understanding of how the methodology is different. Give us an understanding of how the report is going to be used, because a significant amount of money was also spent on the previous report, which never saw the light of the day. I'm saying this knowing fully well that it didn't see the light of day across any government. So tell us, if you have been sitting on this report for the last 2 years, what allowed for that to be shelved? Why did you shelve it? What were the problems? What is the difference in methodology that you're going to be employing for this round of the survey? That is our question, which goes unanswered. And more importantly, if a caste census is going to be conducted across the country as per the Census Act, as in the powers of the centre, what is the need for this survey to be done, and how is it going to be employed? 400 crores is a significant amount of money.
Okay, let's get Lavanya Balal to respond to that. Lavanya, the question being raised is that what's the need for a state-centric survey? Some argue that it is needed, some argue it's not needed. Surbhi raising, what is the justification for 400 crores being spent when the last time a survey was done, it got buried in politics in the state?
Good evening, Veera. When this caste census is being conducted, because the section 11(1) of the Karnataka State Commission for Backward Classes Act 1995 says it requires the backward classes list to be reviewed every 10 years. The last report was submitted in the year 2015, and then it is being submitted now after 10 years. And this is as per the Act of 1995. Now, when we ask why is this needed, or this budget of 400 crores, I would like to tell everyone this is just 0.1% of Karnataka's state budget. Let me give you a little bit of history to this. In 2017, based on the then caste census that the state had, the state has issued houses to the nomadic tribes of Karnataka, under Vasisuvavane Maneya Odeya scheme. 50,000 people got houses. When I say nomadic tribes, Veera, these are people who are not graduates. They are also semi-nomadic and nomads. They are people who did not have Aadhaar cards and who did not have any form of ID cards. So we've ensured that these people, it is a Land Reforms Act we did. The same thing we have done this year in Kalburgi in 2025. I'll tell you the number of recipients this year was 11,111 people were given the ownership of these houses. What the government is doing in this caste census is we are deploying 1,75,000 teachers to do this survey from September 27th to October 7th.
Let's get Surbhi to respond to it. Yeah.
My question.
Surbhi, respond to that.
My question here, before you tell me, one second. You mentioned the previous survey done, first and foremost, Lavanya Balal. What your government is doing is not the caste census. Census is only to be done as per the Census Act. Let's correct that first and foremost. Second, the survey that you're doing, we're happy you're doing, great. Tell us why it's going to be different from the previous survey done in 2015 that many people in your own party had problems with, not just us. Significant number of MLAs had a problem with the Kantraj Varadi, with the Varadi after. What was the problem? How are you going
to... Surbhi, the point here is in the last 10 years, a lot of things might have changed, right? So isn't it nice to have updated numbers? Updated numbers would mean actually better...
What updated numbers? The 2015 data was never accepted. There is no updated numbers. The 2015 survey was neither accepted nor was it used in any way or not. And the Backward Commission does a regular update of the list of backward castes. But that is not what is being used in the survey.
But I get that, Surbhi. That's primarily because there were dominant caste groups which refused to accept that survey. Lavanya Balal, what's the guarantee that 400 crores and this survey's findings will be accepted if it challenges the status quo? Last word to you. We'll have to wrap this debate.
Veera, I would like to just say this. Where is the 400 crores being spent? Out of which 2 crore houses will be geotagged and the Aadhaar card and the voter ID of these 2 crore houses will be linked, and we are giving people an ability to own homes. When people are questioning why is this socio-economic survey being conducted, this is as per the act, as per the law in Karnataka state that we are doing this survey. It is only people, rich people, bourgeois people who have access to all kind of facilities in the world would begrudge poor people getting
a point. The question would be
the previous survey. It was your minister.
Both of you have made strong points. I think there are strong arguments on both sides. We'll leave this debate for the moment because we'll move to other areas of focus. The proof of the pudding, Vasudha, at the end of the day is in the eating, and we'll have to wait and see how the data from this survey is dealt with in the political maneuvering of Karnataka. And I think that will be the key focus when the data comes out, Vasudha.
That's right, Veera, and we've been talking about that every government does these surveys, but also the thing that has to be understood here is there can't be duplication of too many surveys happening across the country and by states, and maybe the center and the states need to really work this out and ensure that there are accurate numbers that can be worked upon.